All right, here we are for the biggest playoff game yet. We're playing against the other CCHA team, the CCHA Gold team. So it should be a pretty fun rivalry game, if you will, between the two CCHA teams. We've got all these kids will be playing together for years to come. But today is not that day. Today, they are bitter rivals. And they're going to skate like it, I'm sure. Our beloved CCHA purple team is in the black today. In the black with the purple numbers and the gold outline. The other team is wearing the other jersey that we have as well, with the white sweaters, if you will, with the black numbers and the gold outlines. It's going to get pushed back all the way into our zone to start with. Ethan Aldeball takes this one up as he is one of the starting two defenders. He's got King Hessler with him here tonight. Shot by Lila, goes just wide over to Severance on the other side, over back to the defense, deflected by King Hessler on the purple squad. Taken up by Gavin Coons, tries to pass it up the boards to Jacob White. White pushes it forward, goes just past the blue line out into the neutral zone. He blocks it up the boards here and ends up they're gonna go chase it down into their end here. Coons waiting for it. It does come outside the zone for an offsides call. That gives them the opportunity to change it up. Good quick shifts here in the first period of this brutal battle between both teams here. Gonna go with the Lockwood Zimmerman Pantages line up here. Puck goes back to the defense. We've got Ethan Aldeball and looks like Jonah McKinley is out there now. Back wraparound, Pantages, Zimmerman actually trying to get it in there. Tries to get it out to Lockwood out front, intercepted by the defense. Gonna go ahead and skate it up, going back all the way the other way. It looks like this is Lila. They're gonna be, done nice job actually waiting for the offsides there. Really smart, astute play. Comes back down behind the net. Aldeball sends it up the boards to Lockwood. Actually takes a little bit of a bad bounce there. Arik gets a glove up. Nice job. Aldeball sends it around. He's got Pantages over on the other side. Pretty much wide open. Goes out into the neutral zone. Ends up kind of getting dumped down in there. Zimmerman's going to chase it. Goalie's going to cover it up. Looks like they've got Bourne in net here tonight. I apologize to the other CCHA team if anybody from their team is watching this. I'm not as familiar with the names of those kids, but there are a few that I do know. But I do know our CCHA purple squad. We've got Jay Squires here on the left side. Raymond Lascalzo on the right, tries to center it. Kaufman is in the middle, number 4. Although I promised him I wasn't going to say his name very much tonight because he was insulting me before this game. Shot by Eklo. Up to Squires was there. We got Estabrook, keeps it in over to Lascalzo. Lascalzo tries to get a little dump over there. Backhanded shot by Squires, knocked away by Bourne. Lascalzo tries to center it, goes back behind the net for Kaufman. Kaufman sends it back to the defense. Eklo's got it. Wrist shot from the point. Deflected. Lascalzo gets the rebound. That is why you crashed the net, my friends. Raymond Ray Lascalzo pops one in for the first goal of the game. CCHA purple squad out on top early on in the first. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit of a lineup change here right now. We've got the Coons, Lawler, and White line out there. Over to Lawler over on that far side. Going to go ahead and skate it in. Coons backing him up to see if they can... he does knock it away there, but Severance picks it up. gets a shot from the top of the circle, and they come right back in this game for a 1-1 tie. Just about 18 seconds after the first goal, Chaska Chanhassen Gold responds with a goal of their own. Face off, Coons tosses it back to the defense. Anderson up to Coons. Coons tries to bounce it up the boards to White, knocked away by the defense. Coons now fighting for it on the edge. Anderson steps up. Severance picks up the puck. He's going to get another shot from the top of the circle on the other side and gets a second goal in just as many seconds as the goals between the first two. So Chaska Chanhassen Gold now on top. They're going to have to find an answer for Severance in the middle because he is just ripping them apart with those shots. Comes out to Anderson. Anderson tosses it up to the wing. White pushes this one forward back into the zone, taken up by the Gold team. Picked up by the defense. Hessler just sends it down and around, and so that's going to be an icing call on the purple squad. Going to bring it all the way back in their own zone. Arik Thermer is in net, going to have his head on a swivel here after letting 2 goals in and being down in there, and I'll bet he's going to have to go ahead and recenter himself. Oh, going to get another shot. He does so. Nice job of catching that, getting caught up in the pads. Real nice quick shot by the Gold squad. And it's going to be another face-off down in their end. We've got David Lee, number 1 here on defense. He tries to punch it in, but it's deflected off the shin guards of the purple team. Ooh, really nice effort there by, I believe that is Anderson. Eric Heinert sends it up. Ooh, knocked back in front. Heinert sends it across to the middle. Pantages over on that other side there. Back down behind the net now is Hessler. Fighting for it behind the net. The Gold squad picks it up, tries to pass it back to the defense, intercepted by Pantages. Pantages skates it up over the other side, deflected, knocked away by the team in white. Tries to make a move at the blue line, ends up causing them an offsides. So that's going to bring a face-off here into the neutral zone on the far side. Everybody's going to get a chance to regroup, pick it up, figure out what they're going to do. Once again, this is playoff hockey here for District 6, where the skates are sharper, the hits are harder, even in squirts. And the shots are better. All right. Comes back down into the purple zone. Ethan Aldeball tries to kind of take it back there, but is deflected here. Connor Kaufman takes and skates it back the other way. Does a nice job of protecting that puck, using his body. Sends a nice pass to Lascalzo in the middle. Lascalzo with the move, still has it. Oh, goes into the boards hard. Squires has it now, tries to pass it to Kaufman. Lascalzo's got it. Comes back to the defense. Aldeball decides to back up and skate rather than pinch at the blue line. Probably not an awful decision, but one that maybe could have gone the other way with the backup by McKinley. But Squires tries to make a nice little pass. Kaufman bounces it up the boards. He's going to go in pursuit here. He's got Squires on the other side. If he can get the pass, gets the shot, loose puck in front, shot by Lascalzo, cover it up. No, another shot by Lascalzo, low in the zone. Kaufman tries to center it here again, goes back behind the net. They're going to have to chase it, but I think that they're going to get a line change instead. Oh no, Severance picks it up. He's got a one-on-one, makes a move, gonna get another shot from the top, hits the post! Arik Thermer He tries to go on that backside again. Really nice job of going cross net every time pretty much. We're going to have to make sure we keep an eye out on that. Ends up coming over to Squires here. Squires has got a guy. They do stay on sides. Ooh, puck is still in their zone. Nope. Makes a little back and forth move here. Estabrook. Back to Lawler. Lawler tries to send it up the far side, comes back out into the neutral zone. The gold squad is going to have to regroup. Severance tries to pass it over to this near side here to Ask. Comes up Coons. Coons tries to backhand it forward. Ends up on the stick of Lawler. Lawler pushes it forward. They're going to go ahead and push it down. Severance is back there. He's going to take it, skate it back behind the net, skate it up around this near side. Tries to make a pass. Ends up on the stick of Estabrook. Tries to send it across. It is in the zone. Lawler's got this puck. See if he can get a shot. Coons picks it up. Shot from the top of the circle. Loose puck out front. White there over to Estabrook. Estabrook passes it in. Looked like he tried to get a little wrist shot. Goes a little wide. Puck goes on the boards. Comes out to Coons. Coons gets a nice long wrister from the point. Jacob White in pursuit now in the corner. Gets pushed up the boards. Back up to Severance. Loose puck in the middle. Comes outside the zone. Jacob White turns around, skates it around. Everybody does get outside the zone to stay on sides. Real good pressure here by, that was a pretty good pass, actually. That's tough. Oh, it does come out in the neutral zone. Ends up being good for the purple squad. A lot of back and forth here in the neutral zone. Finally ends up down deep in our own zone. They're going to tries to pass it over to the other side. Passes it, hits a guy in the middle. Zimmerman. Another pass up to Pantages. Cross ice pass. Pantages on the far side. Zimmerman in the middle. Intercepted by the team in white. They've got now a 3-on-2. Makes a move. Defense steps up on the outside. Couple guys in front. Goes back behind the net. Lockwood to pick it up. Lockwood pushes it forward. Comes out to the defense. Intercepted by Zimmerman. He's going to skate it up the middle. Goes cross ice round over there. He's got Lockwood in front. He's got Pantages in front. See if he can make a successful pass. Loses the puck behind the net. Taken away by the gold team. Defense steps up, keeps it in. Lockwood to chase it down. He's got lots of time, although he mishandles the puck slightly, and it's taken away by the other squad. Couple of moves here in their own zone. Lila takes and skates it up. Gets past the red line, dumps it down deep. Going to get a shift change here. We got Anderson back down in their own zone, looking to try to backhand it up. He pushes it up the board. Lockwood's going to put some pressure on Lee. Lee keeps it in. Hessler skates it back around the net. See if he's probably going to try and make a couple of moves. He gets intercepted. Pretty much this other team intimately familiar with our team. Finally does get pushed back out into the neutral zone. Kaufman tries to get a stick in there. A lot of back and forth here once again. Ends up on the stick of Kaufman. Back out to the neutral zone. A little out and in. Going to get a whistle and a shift change. We've got about 2.5 minutes left here in the first. Currently, the gold team is up 2-1. Pretty intense back and forth game here. Both teams playing well, skating hard. Going to have a face-off here in the middle. We've got Kaufman, Squires, Lascalzo out there. All the ball, McKinley on defense. Puck gets pushed up this near side, goes all the way to the defense, who pushes it back, and it goes all the way down and around. That's going to give us an icing call. And it's going to bring it all the way down into the CCHA gold end. Same lineup, both offense and defense here. Bourne looking hot there in net. Tossed back by Kaufman to the defense for a shot from the point. Kaufman Almost intercepted it there. Gets sent up. See if the defense steps up. They do. Loose puck out front. Nice little backhanded shot there by Lascalzo. Tries, intercepted once again at the skates. Goes on the stick of Kaufman. He tries to deflect it. Goes back down into the corner. Lascalzo on the edge. Still chasing, pushes it down deep as he had a couple of guys on him. Given the defense time to just hack it up. It does go back out into the neutral zone. McKinley to Aldeball. Aldeball takes this, sends it down deep after they clear the zone. Squires is trying to chase it on the boards here, but there's a lot of white sweaters and not very many black ones. They're going to skate it up this near side of the board. Tries a centering pass. Hits the skates of their teammate. Ends up being taken here by Jacob O'Reilly onto the hands, finally, of Jay Squires, who pushes it up the side here. On the edge, Lascalzo tries to push it forward over to McKinley. McKinley sends it up, back out in the neutral zone. At the very least, going to have to regroup. Lascalzo steps up, pushes it forward, ends up on the hands of the defense, sends it over this way. Aldeball is going to grab this puck. He's going to skate it around. Actually ends up passing it over to McKinley onto the stick of Lascalzo. Back behind the net, Aldeball just setting up in front. Tries setting up for the interception here. Coons putting lots of pressure on the hands. The stick of McKinley finally picked up by Lawler, pushed forward into the zone by White. Loose puck in front. Lawler's got it on the stick of Coons. Tries to put it on. Lots of effort there, but finally taken away. Eklo gets a shot, seeing if they could get a deflection there, but that horn takes us to the end of the first period. We've got an exciting one here today between the two CCHA teams. They've got 50 seconds or so to regroup here, talk about what they're doing well, what they're doing wrong, and see if they can figure out a way to come out on top here. Either way, the cities of Chaska and Chanhassen come out winners here today. Got a big cheer coming from the crowd out there. Lots of white hats with either purple or gold CCHA embroidered on them. And lots of dads there on the bench. It's a big, fun time here at the Bloomington Ice Garden. Both teams are going to switch sides here now and have a face-off here in the middle. Finally ends up being pushed forward here by the purple squad on the stick of Lila, and on defense, he's going to skate it up through the middle. He passes it over to the wing. Wing gets a shot. Thurmer comes up with the stop. Deflected back behind the net on the stick of Lawler. Severance finally gets a hold of it and sends it in. Goes wide. Jacob White there on the edge, backed up by Eklo. Eklo sends it over right on the stick of Severance. Out back into the neutral zone. There's an offsides right over there. So, we're going to have a face-off here. Severance in the middle, Mildebrandt on this near side for the Gold squad. This is Pantages, Zimmerman, and Lockwood. Lockwood there over on the far side has the puck, skates it up, gets it deflected and pushed away by Severance. I believe this says Ask here in the middle on the other team. Finally, Zimmerman chases it down in the corner, pressured by Severance, tries to send it over, nobody there. Lockwood trying to put some pressure on the defense, deflected off a shin pad. Loose puck at the circle, tries to make a move through the middle. Severance pushes it back down in there. Hessler's going to take it, skate it back around behind the net. Going to see if he probably going to just try and skate it. He goes cross ice, weaves through all the players, going to get a shot, goes cross shoulder over the shoulder of the goaltender and puts the purple team right back in this game with a goal of their own here early on in the second period, tying the game at 2-2. This game is nobody's easy game. It's going to go back and forth pretty much like this, I'm sure, all game long. Ooh, taken up, intercepted by Lockwood. Lockwood does a nice job of getting a stick in there. Finally, Zimmerman makes a nice pass over to Pantages. Pantages, it's a foot race. Taken away by the defense. Lockwood tries to deflect it, but isn't quite able to hold on. Really big foot race here by, or skate race rather, by Hessler and the purple team, or the gold team. Centered. Oh, man. You gotta get on those guys out in front of the net. You can't leave them open like that because you will pay in a game like today. Gold gets another goal to be up by 1. Just another quick answer by the CCHA Gold team. Kaufman, Lascalzo, and Squires out there. McKinley and Aldeball on defense. Gold team wins this puck, skates it in. Aldeball steps up, actually just sends it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. Bringing it back down into the end of the purple squad. Once again, Arik Thermer going to have to get his head on a swivel and really kind of come up big here, I'm sure. Got to make sure we watch those guys in front of the net. We are stacking the net there just to make sure we can cover it. Finally comes out into the neutral zone. Lascalzo's got it. He's got a kind of a one-on-one, makes a move, poke check by the defense, back out into the neutral zone, onto the stick of Kaufman. Kaufman does a nice job, a nice little push there up to Lascalzo. Lascalzo gets past the red line, tries to dump it in, intercepted by the Gold team. Gold tries to, and McKinley tries to pass it over to Aldeball, leads him just too far, goes all the way to the side. A little back and forth here. Finally back onto the stick of McKinley. McKinley up to Lascalzo, intercepted by the defense. Lila takes this puck, skates it up, goes around over the inside to the outside, gets a shot from the top of the circle, deflected wide by Thermer, sent up by Aldeball in the neutral zone. Lascalzo's got it, tries to backhand it up to Kaufman. Kaufman finally does end up with it, skates it through, makes a nice little move through the middle, goes cross ice onto the stick of Squires. Squires tries to get a shot, actually ends up just getting pushed down deep behind the net. Lots of pressure on the defense. Lila sends it up the boards. McKinley steps back. Smart decision, knew his partner had stepped up and was not able to, and if he stepped up, he wasn't going to have any defense. Really astute decision-making there by Jonah McKinley. Out finally on the hands of Jacob White. He wants to line up for a big slap shot, and I'm going to tell you, I wanted him to take that too. Unfortunately, it was a big little poke check there by the defense, pushes that puck out into the neutral zone for an offsides call. Big crowd here today. Look at all these moms and dads and grandparents for the basically the Pool 2 championship, essentially. The winner of this game goes on to the championship game for the silver division. The loser's going to play for the third place spot. Nice little move there from the top of the circle. Ask really doing a nice job. Shot goes just wide by Severance. Picked up by Eklo. Deflected. Goes out into... oh, there we go. There we go. Well, let's see if we can do something with this. Back to Severance on defense. Bounces off a couple of pads there. Coons gets a shot, goes wide on the near side, back behind the net. Estabrook kind of backing up, making sure that nobody's going to get behind him here. Lawler trying to put some pressure on. Does a nice job. Coons steps up, tries to keep that puck in. Ends up just getting knocked away, but probably just as good of an outcome here, because this puck ends up onto the stick of Flynn Estabrook, and Flynn is going to skate this puck. He goes far side to near side to far side. Going to go ahead and get a shot from the top of the circle, out, back, kept in nicely by Lawler. Ends up on the stick of Coons. Coons gets a shot from the baseline, goes deflected behind the net, ends up on the into the hands of the white team. Goes all the way down. Severance is going to take a ripper here from the side. Goes wide, bounces around. I think it's all the way back out into the neutral zone. In fact, it's all the way down here. Pantages, he's got a guy in front. Loose puck here. Picked up by the gold team. Battling on the boards here. Finally tried to be pushed forward by Zimmerman. Ends up on the stick of Ask, I think. Yep, and there's an offsides call. I think they're going to bring it down on this near side, as this is where the offsides player was. We've got about 7 minutes left here in the second period. The gold team on top by a goal. Zimmerman skates it down and around, goes outside. Lockwood backing him up. He's got Pantages in the middle, makes a move. Pantages has got it. It's going to get a shot from the side. Cleared by Gold. Back on to Pantages. Tries to center it to Lockwood. Zimmerman tries it. Lockwood's going to get a shot. Oh, he just fumbled that one. Finally taken back the other way. Anderson tries to step up. White's got a couple of guys in front, but we are on him like white on rice here. Zimmerman, Pantages. Oh, gets by the stick of the defender here. They're going to have to figure out this puck in the neutral zone. Everybody finally does get out and cleared. They blow the whistle, and they're going to take it all the way back. Not sure what that whistle was about. But it ends up in favor of the purple team. Kaufman, Lascalzo, Squires, McKinley, and all the ball on defense. Face-off won by, probably a good decision. Well, kind of interesting. And all the ball gets it, sends it. He was looking to maybe just ice. Oh, there we go. Mishandled slightly by the defense. Lascalzo poke checks it in there. Taken up by white team. Gets a shot. Goes high. Glove side. Into the net. That puts the gold team up by 2 goals here with 5.5 minutes left in this second period. In fact, I got to change that on my scoreboard. I'm absolutely terrible at doing that. Gonna get it. Looks like it's gonna be the same lineup out here. Face off, won by CCHA. Gold pushed back down deep into the zone. McKinley's gonna field this one. Tries to bounce it back, backhands it over to Aldeball. Aldeball has this puck. He's gonna send it back to McKinley. Goes just past the stick. He's gonna make a move here on the boards and just skate it up. Does a nice job here. Trying to do something here, trying to figure out what ends up on the stick of Lascalzo. Lascalzo gets a shot. McKinley's got this again. Gonna get a shot. High glove side, deflected by the goalie. Aldeball lines up. Squires get Lascalzo backhands it in. Lots of pressure there by the purple team, and they put one in. Deflection after deflection. And they capitalize. Lascalzo in the right place at the right time. That is why you crash the net, my friends. Those rebounds come Kaufman's, it gets sent over to McKinley on defense. McKinley's got this puck again here. He's got it at the blue line, sends it over to Aldeball. Aldeball circles around, passes it up to Squires, ends up on the stick of Kaufman. Kaufman skates it up over on that far side. He's got Lascalzo in the middle, doesn't get by Severance. Severance intercepts, takes it, and skates it back the other way. Going out through the neutral zone, passes it over to Ask over on the far side. Goes back down behind the baseline. Deflected, comes back out onto the stick of Coons. Coons skates it the other way. He's going to go from the outside in, tries to make a nice little pass over this near side over to Lawler. Lawler gets just surrounded by the other team, and puck gets pushed away. Everybody does do a nice job of getting it back on sides, though. Loose puck passed over to Severance. Severance has a nice strong stick there and pushes up the stick of Coons. Back over onto the boards here. Lawler tries to make a pass over to Coons. Successfully makes the pass over to Coons. He's going to skate it over on the board side. He's got Lawler in front. Deflected. Loose puck. Oh, through the middle, finally onto the stick of a Gold team member here. And they're going to skate it up this near side into the neutral zone. Back all the way down. We've got Estabrook down there, and that's going to be an icing call on CCHA Gold. Got about 3:15 left here in the second period. Gold team up by a goal, but this game is back and forth and is still anybody's game. Looks like we've got Heinert in the middle for the white team. Coons, Lawler, and White out there. Kept in by Estabrook. Coons putting the pressure on, seeing if this ends up bouncing out. It does. Estabrook decides to back up. White's going to come in. They got a 1-on-2. Makes a move through the middle. Lots of white jerseys there backing them up. Heinert gets a shot from the top of the circle. Deflected. Thurmer does a nice job of bouncing this back behind the net. Lawler fighting for it over here. Sends it up the boards. It's going to be kept in by Davis. On the boards over there, Jacob White kind of getting a shoulder, a little incidental contact. Coons playing it tough there in the middle. Ends up kind of winning that puck battle and sending it back to the defense, who sends it back up the middle. A lot of back and forth here, high into the purple zone. Back onto the stick of White, who brings it out into the neutral zone. He doesn't have a lot of room to go, ends up getting past the red line, puts it down. Goaltender covers it up. They talk him into letting that puck go. Back out to Estabrook on defense. He's doing a little, tries to make a move, gets a little fancy, intercepted by the Gold team, pushed back out into the neutral zone. David Lee passes it over to Lila. Lila sends it down deep. Estabrook has this puck again. He's going to probably see if he can do something with it. He's going to try and thread the defense. Does a nice job of passing it up to Pantages. Ends up on the stick of Estabrook again, down in the corner. Nobody's on defense on this near side. Lila takes and skates it up as Lila gets redirected through the middle with all the pressure from Zimmerman. Estabrook steps up, pushes it over on this near side. Pantages is going to skate it in. Passes it over to Zimmerman, back down in the corner. We got a couple of guys on the ice. White skates it up. Hessler now on defense, skating it out and around. Gets pushed out into the boards. Deflected by CCHA Purple, back down into the zone. Sent cross ice by Anderson. Pantages and Hessler here on the near side. Defense steps up and keeps it in. Kelly. Loose puck in front. Hessler trying to do whatever he can to clear this. Back out to David Lee. Lee keeps it in. I can hear the countdown in the background, which must mean we're coming to the end of the second period. Hessler skating it forward. Oh, nope. Sorry, the countdown is actually a squad that is playing here next. doing warm-ups, but there is only 15 seconds left here in the second period. So we're going to hear this horn momentarily. Probably another quick little shift. Pushed forward. Squires chasing it. Kaufman. Lascalzo. Kaufman tries to send it up. Intercepted by Severance. He's got a couple of seconds to get a shot. Not going to get one, though. Still a very close one in anybody's game in this face-off between Chaska Chan, purple and gold. Very exciting game. Everybody's skating hard today as both teams want to come out on top. All right, we are getting ready to start off this third period. 13 minutes on the clock, starting off with Kaufman, Lascalzo, and Squires. Kaufman pushes it forward. Severance takes and skates it up. Taken away by Lascalzo, pushing it down deep. Actually ends up on net. Defense skates it up, pushes it forward, taken out into the neutral zone by Ask. Ask skates it up. Going against Aldeball. Ask takes it wide, tries to center it, goes back behind the net. Severance picks it up, he ends up hitting Kelly on defense. Ask gets this now in the middle. Aldeball trying to step up, deflects it off of a shin guard. Lascalzo now in pursuit. Finally kept in by the defense there. Aldeball is going to turn around and get this on his stick. Severance doing a nice job of really being disruptive there at the top of the circle. McKinley backing up his defensive partner, goes ahead and skates it up. He's going to take it out into the neutral zone, loses it on the edge here. It gets sent all the way down for an icing call. Pretty early face-off here down in the defensive end for the purple squad. Going to have to pick it up, figure it out. We've got Coons, White, and Lawler out there. Ecklo and Estabrook on defense. Back out into the neutral zone. Loose puck here. Passed it from one player to another. Makes a move by Heinert. Heinert comes in, tries to make another move. He's still got it. Loose puck in front. Thurmer looking at this, finally goes back behind the baseline. Now it's sent out front. Oh, wow, that was loose. Still loose. A lot of redirection here, pushed away by Ecklo. Kind of a diving stick kick over there. Battling for it on the edge. Finally gets pushed out into the neutral zone. Defense playing deep. Pass over to Heinert on this right side. He is being swarmed by black sweaters. Ecklo trying to put some pressure on. Puck sent back to the defense. Tries to take a slap shot. Ends up on the stick of Ecklo. He's going to skate it. Decides he sees some open ice and wants to take a chance. Loses the puck just past the blue line, however, but is nicely backed up by Estabrook. Estabrook tries to send it up in there, but Lawler was kind of lackadaisically coming out, and that's going to give us an offside call. Either way, they get a whistle, and we're going to get a shift change. Lockwood, Zimmerman, Pantages out there now. Ends up onto the hands of Anderson. Anderson dumps it down deep. Zimmerman and Lockwood here on this near side chasing this puck down. Zimmerman's going to be the first one there. Lockwood trying to board it in. Real nice move there by Lila on the defense. Passes it over. Ooh. Except intercepted by none other than King Hessler on defense here. Nice backup by Tanner Zimmerman. Tries to pass it up to Hessler. A little back and forth here in the neutral zone. Shot on net, deflected by Anderson. Anderson sends it down and around the boards onto the stick of Lockwood. Lockwood pushes it up the boards, but O'Reilly keeps it in. O'Reilly shoots off the shin pads of Lockwood. Anderson has this now, sends it up the boards. Back to O'Reilly. Zimmerman, Lockwood pushes it forward. Lockwood has it. Swept up by Zimmerman now. Zimmerman pushes it forward. He's just doing whatever he can to get this going. Deflected by Hessler. Takes it, skates it around the backside of the net. Press doing anything he can to make something happen here. Uses his body to keep that puck out. Finally ends up on Zimmerman's stick, who's going to skate it. Lockwood stopping there at the blue line. Zimmerman passes it over to Lockwood here on this side. Lockwood gets it, shoots it, goes wide. Back down deep into the zone. Lots of effort there by Pantages. Back out to Hessler on defense. Gets a shot, wrist shot, loose puck. Lockwood tries to send it in. Pantages tries to send it across onto the stick of Kaufman. Kaufman sends it down deep. Lockwood kind of sits there and watches. Lockwood brings it in. Kaufman over here to in pursuit. Back onto the boards here by Lascalzo. Going to get a rest of this shift change. Lascalzo takes and deflects this puck. Taken and kept in by Kaufman. Kaufman pushes it forward. Defense is going to have to pick this up and figure out where it's going to go. Actually, they send it around. Lascalzo, shot, deflected, picked up by Severance, skated back around the net. Pressure by Kaufman, or by Squires rather. Severance skates it, going base to base. Takes it down outside. He's got a couple of guys in front. Thurmer tries to step out and push it forward. Does a nice job of coming out of the crease, but unfortunately he ends up pushing it right into the other player. That's all right though, because he ends up making his body big in comparison to where they had to shoot, and so he's able to come up with a stop. Sent over to the middle. Squires is chasing this one down on this near side. He's going to skate it out into the neutral zone. Tries to send it over to the middle. Back to the defense. Aldeball has it. Looking to make a pass. Gets onto the stick of Squires, who sends it down for a little dump and chase. Kaufman gets a stick in there, knocks it away. Squires chasing it down in the corner. Back up to there we go. Aldeball steps up, keeps it in. Squires gets a shot. Kaufman now. Squires looking to step up into the slot. Pass goes around, kept in by the defense. Yes, it is. Up the boards. Kaufman, McKinley just gets by him here. They are able to keep on sides here, and it is still lots of pressure on this gold team. Kept in once again by McKinley. Lines up for the slap shot. Deflections. Goes wide. Those are spicy. They can be spicy. Those are tough to catch. Kaufman ends up with it. It's going to get a shot. High glove side rebound by the garbage man. Jay Squires, right where he needs to be, pops that one in from the back door. Adds that goal to his collection to bring this game to 4-4. 6 minutes left here in the third. Taken up by Jacob White. Pushes it forward back to the defense. Intercepted. And then deflected, pushed away. Coons trying to keep this in. On number 7, Jacob White. So our purple squad is going to be down a player for the next minute and a half. This CCHA gold team looking to capitalize on the power play. We've got Coons and Lawler there on defense. Intercepted by Estabrook, who's going to skate it. He decides to go down deep. He's got Coons there on the backside looking to try and make a cross-ice pass. Estabrook really playing down deep. Lawler chasing it. Tries to send it across. Coons deflection. Swept up by Eric Heinert, who takes this puck and skates it back the other way. Eklo stepping up, makes a nice little poke check there. Pushed forward by Coons all the way down to the other end. They are going to call an icing, unfortunately. A little too much stick there. Pushed it all the way down. Brings it back down to their own end. Super exciting here. Third period. Score still 4-4, 5 minutes left. Power play for the next 52 seconds. Gonna have to kill a little time as they are currently a player down. Ends up on the stick of Anderson, tries to send it back around behind the net over to his partner there. Pantages finally scooped up by Hessler, who's gonna skate it. Does his little outside to in, inside to out, skating through the middle, weaving through the defense, gets a shot, goes low, covered up by the goaltender. Hessler trying to make it exciting, going baseline to baseline. We're going to have Pantages, Zimmerman, Anderson, and Hessler out for this little half of the penalty kill. Severance trying to skate it out, but it is poke checked away by Hessler. Anderson steps up. Severance scoops this puck in. We got a little one-on-one. Hessler tries to dive and make a move. Severance tries to pass it over. Thermer gets a stick out there. Loose puck in front. Swept away by King. Hessler back out in the neutral zone. Goal team's going to have to regroup. Taken up here by the defense. Severance gets a shot from the top of the circle. Eklo's got this puck, sends it up this near side here. Sending up, it's going to go most of the way down, I believe, and it does. For an icing call. 4 minutes left. 3 minutes and 53 seconds for this tie game. This one's for all the marbles. Red, blue, green, yellow, all of them. Back behind the net, Lascalzo. Oh, tries to go cross-ice. Squires is down there. We are back to full strength. Defense has this deflected off of the skate. Oh, tries to go cross net there once again. Scooped up by McKinley, tries to bounce it off the boards, tries to make then a pass through the middle, does come out into the neutral zone. Lila skating it around, ends up just dumping it in. It's going to be taken up by McKinley, who backhands it over to Aldebal. Aldebal makes a nice little pass up to Squires, back out in the neutral zone. Severance scoops this up, tries to skate his way through, weaves his way through from traffic, takes it to the outside. He's got Ask in the middle. Squires playing deep, sends it up, ends up on the stick of a goal player, sends it across the middle. Lascalzo tries to hit Kaufman in the middle. They're going to have to bolt for this one if they want to get it. Squires gets there just behind the goal player. Everybody does get back out into the neutral zone. They're fighting for it here. finally, Lila takes it up, skates it through the middle. Oh! And he holds on to it just long enough by millimeters off of the stick of Arik Thermer and pulls it around for the backhanded sweep to put CCHA Gold up by a goal. The score is 5-4 with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. Heinert putting in all the effort here to push this and try to get another one and seal the deal. But Estabrook is seeing what he can say about that and pushes it back over to Eklo. Eklo makes a move. He does his own little move here. He's trying to go end-to-end. He's got room to go. He can go. He's got a guy in front. Tries to center it, pushed back behind the goaltender. The goaltender shot by Coons. Goes into the goal. Wow! Super exciting. Brings this game back to 5-5. If this game ends up in a tie, it is just as good as a win for CCHA Purple because the CCHA Gold team tied the Edina team, so they only got 2 points for that, whereas we are 2-0. So a tie for CCHA Purple here is just as good as a win. They've got 1:30 to kill. See if they can do it. Shot from the point ends up hitting Estabrook pretty much right in the gut, I think. Referee pushing some players out of the way to make sure everybody is okay. Not quite sure where that hit him, but you definitely saw that it looks like maybe he got it under the chin. All the players are on their knees here, waiting with bated breath to see how Flynn gets up. Looking at his neck guard, making him turn his head back and forth here. Must have taken a puck right under the neck, or right on the neck guard. That's why we wear those things. Looking like he's gonna get up on his own power here though. All the sticks hitting the ice. The referees blew that whistle immediately as they saw him go down. Not wanting to wait after that one to figure out how things were gonna go. Looks like they not calling a timeout, just trying to figure out the lines. Blowing the whistle, ends up going with Coons, Zimmerman, Pantages, Anderson and Hessler on defense. Hessler's got this, minute 20 left there on the clock. Hessler sends it cross ice back out of the neutral zone on the stick of Pantages. Tackled. They are going to have a power play with 1:06 left on the clock. This power play is going to take them to the end of the game. That is a tripping call on King Hessler. That's a tough one to take there at the end. Kind of an unnecessary penalty, unfortunately. And they're going to have to kill this. They got Coons, Zimmerman, Aldeball, McKinley. CCHA Gold has pulled their goalie and have 6 players on the ice. 6-4. All the ball sends it down, and it goes in! All the ball, face-off won by Gavin Coons in the middle onto the stick of Ethan Aldeball, who has his sights set on a goal. They go crowd into the corner. These boys are excited. Empty net goal. Ethan Aldeball puts this squad up by 1. Short-handed, 4-6. Won the face-off, sent it deep. Back out onto the stick. Loose puck. They did put their goalie back in, which they probably should take him out if they want to get it in this. Back out to the defense. Defense keeps it in. McKinley back in the corner, pushes it forward. Pressure by Coons. Still short-handed. Shot. Thermer comes up big. Loose puck in the middle. Thermer scoops this up. Arik Thermer coming up big here in the end. 15 seconds left on the clock. Our purple squad, short-handed, comes up big. Face-off down in their own end with not much left to play. Face-off won by purple. Comes out to the defense. Lila's got it. He's going to take a wrist shot from the point. It goes in! 5 seconds left in the game. Ties it up. Unfortunately for them, that is not going to be enough. They have got to get one more goal. They've got 5.5 seconds to capitalize. Otherwise, this game ends up in a tie, and CCHA Purple comes out with the win. Yeah. Brad White yelling that they got the goal, so we get a player. Hessler comes out of the box, joins them at the circle. A couple of horns here, looking to call time. That horn brings us and says it's the end of the game. And they're not even going to let him play the last 5.5 seconds. But our CCHA Purple team is going to the championship, District 6 Silver Division Championship game tomorrow. I believe that is at 5:30. I'll have to double check that time. I did not look, unfortunately, prior to this, but the game ends up in a tie, which ends up putting CCHA Purple on top. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for the championship game. Hope everybody enjoyed this broadcast. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.